Hello, Grace Church. We're currently talking through a series called Same Storm, Different Boats, and I've been asked to talk about the busy family boat. And as I've been reflecting on lockdown, I've been drawn to Psalm 23. So it's a familiar psalm for many of us, and I just want to read it to you now. Yahweh is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Yahweh forever. I think the reason I was drawn to Psalm 23 is because it speaks a lot to the situation that we're in right now. It speaks of God making me lie down, and in our current situation, the country has been forced to stop with the threat of coronavirus. We're now in lockdown, and for our family, what that means is I'm not able to travel for work. Kids are at home for schoolwork, and the toddler groups are cancelled that Gemma goes to. Before lockdown, we used to have really busy mornings, getting the kids ready for school, looking after Matthew in the mornings while trying to get everything else ready, getting ready for work before my 1 hour commute to work. But since lockdown, we're now in a state of calm. There's no long commute for me. Gemma gets a lie-in because I'm around in the mornings, and the kids don't worry about missing the bus. We're also reminded that we are taken to green pastures and beside still waters. Now, for us, lockdown has really been a blessing in many ways. I'm blessed to be able to work from home, so I don't have the 100-mile round trip anymore, which means I can spend more time with the family in the morning, an extra hour in the morning, extra hour in the evening. And because I'm at home, I can help support Gemma with the kids. However, we are in the shadow of death. The country is living under the shadow of coronavirus, and that has consequences. Lockdown brings a lot of stress. For us, trying to work at home with school from home, kids playing at home all in the same time, all in the same place, can be stressful. I'm trying to focus on work. The kids are meant to be focusing on schoolwork. Housekeeping that would normally be done during the day has to be pushed back to evenings and weekends, which means we get less rest and time for recuperation. No toddler groups, so Gemma can't go out with Matthew and break up the week and socialise, which she really enjoys doing. And of course, we're unable to physically gather for life groups or for church. However, that being said, we're told he prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And in spite of lockdown troubles, God has really blessed our family. Gemma's planted a vegetable garden. She's got carrots and peas and potatoes and all manner of vegetables that she's growing. We've decided that now is a perfect opportunity to get chickens. So Gemma's already hatched 2 rounds of chickens. She's got a 3rd one on the go, due to hatch this weekend. So plenty of them. Emily has taken this opportunity to do a diploma, which is something that she wouldn't have been able to do, or we wouldn't even have considered, and she's doing really well. She's got a distinction in the assessments that she's handed in so far. Pre-lockdown, there was no opportunity for me working from home. It wasn't something that is something that they do where I work. But actually it was more of a contingency plan, and because we've all been we're all kitted out with the equipment to work from home, we've been able to do that in this time, and actually my team that I lead has thrived rather than being hindered. And so my boss has said after lockdown there's potential for more regular working from home, which will be a real blessing for us. Like I say, I have a massive commute, so any extra time I can get at home with the family is well looked for. And of course we've started doing church at home. So whilst we've been unable to meet physically due to the wonders of technology these days and the hard work of the Grace Church team, we've been able to carry on meeting, but not only meeting together, but meeting at home and turning our home into a place of worship and study, in a busy family way, as you can imagine. But that has been a blessing too. So I guess what I want to end with is rest assured, God is leading you through this lockdown period. It is a path of righteousness, and it's for His glory and for your joy. Now, I say leading you through because the reason He is leading you through, and we talk about walking through the valley of the shadow of death, but as you read it's the shepherd leading the sheep through that valley. And the reason he leads the sheep through the valley is to get to the new pastures, the new grass on the other side. It's not like the sheep have wandered off randomly or in this dark and scary place. You are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. It is a process of God leading his sheep from one pasture to another. And there are new things and there are new blessings in this new place, but we have to go through that valley first. And I just want to end with, you can trust him. He who calls us is faithful.